Today, 5:18. Okay. So we should be on 5:18. Getting our chat and video monitor. Right there. Looks like our audio monitoring is still down. Testing 1, 2. Okay, there we go. So, just so we have that on, we are day 5:18 of the journey begins. It might say 17 in the description. We forgot to update it before stream, but we've since fixed it, so hopefully that updates. We are currently in Inkwood. We are working on our ravine, so I think the plan for today is just to do a few more layers. Yeah. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. We are trying to get to 300 followers on our journey to 1,000 on TikTok. And trying to make affiliate on Twitch. So if you like the story-backed builds, feel free to stick around. And if you really like it, feel free to share. And with that, we're going to continue working the mine. We're going to do probably an hour, maybe a touch over today. We have some other things to get done. Oh, thank you, Jonah, for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're liking the stream. We played Planet Crafter on Monday, and I think Friday we're planning on doing RimWorld again. And then back to Planet Crafter on Monday. So unless we get a lot of requests, I think we're going to plan on Mondays being Planet Crafter days and Fridays being RimWorld days. And then we might throw in like a Stardew Valley or Satisfactory on weekends. We'll see how that goes. Just kind of depends on our time. And thank you for bearing with me today. I think we had our times planning to start a little closer to 10 a.m. Pacific time, but ended up being 11 because we spent an hour trying to get some overlays for our video, just simple borders, which we didn't get around to. Most of the time was spent trying to get an intro tune going, but couldn't get the guitar sound the way I wanted, and the chip tune was just sounding too harsh. So yeah, something we're gonna have to look into. The chip tune I might be able to do, but if it comes to actual guitar work, then we'll need to find somebody who can make that. My guitar skills are basically non-existent. I have tried a little bit in the past, but we won't be able to learn it to develop a little theme song for games. Because I actually kind of want to do two. One for our Minecraft, like our primary game, and then one for the other games, like just a general one for anything that's non-Minecraft. We could could, I guess, try maybe a Spotify or something like a Minecraft soundtrack playing. I have to look into that to see if I can do that. I think I can. I also have a vinyl, but it's C418's work. And since they still have the rights to that, I don't know if I can play that. And I don't want to test that either. Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of not doing as much mossing today. So we can get some of the stone and diorite again. Let's see what we can do with this. And we're making pretty good progress in the ravine. You can see the top of it there. We've got all of this down. The sides, I think, are a little shorter, so it won't take as long. And I like some of the texture here of not keeping it super uniform. This wall is more uniform, but we'll rough it up later. But we can see some more character here, and I think that fits in with the idea of the water eroding down this ravine. All right, let's grab all of our gravel here. Hi, Miles. Great question. Since it's night, we'll actually take a nap and then do a little show of what we're working on. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. We'll go to the top of our, what will be our clock tower here. We'll try to go to our clock tower. Okay, one more try. If we don't make it this time, which we're not going to, we're just going to see if we can get into our ladder. We're just going to take the ladder up. Okay, do this. This area here is Inkwood, so we're going to make a little village, small town here. As part of a story that we're trying to write. So we'll have a little storage area. We'll have some housing that's going to kind of work its way up. We'll have some kind of little tavern in here. We're going to have this large lake in the back. So we're going to get rid of some of this land back here that's outside of the wall and make it more like this lake here, but all the way around the backside. We're going to make a ravine that goes the other three sides. So you can see we have like a wall on either side. Would be a ravine there. Same thing on the east side here. So we have our cobblestone kind of outlining the outer wall and then cobblestone outlining the inner wall. And so all of this is going to come down as well. We're going to take that down to bedrock. And that's where we're working on now. We're going to take all of this down to bedrock and then add campfires, cobwebs, all that kind of stuff to give it a little mist feel. Probably have to raise some of that a little higher so that it renders in properly, but that's the plan. The bridge and pass are just placeholders for now, so we'll have a more grand bridge. Since it'll be the only way in, we kind of want to force the story to come across this bridge. So we'll do something that isn't just a bunch of planks across. Same thing here. This dirt bridge will replace with something not grand, but something that looks like a bridge and not just dirt blocks. And then we'll widen up the dirt path here. And actually, you can see this little area here, we're kind of experimenting around with how wide and materials that we wanted to use in a road. Because we don't want it to be just a dirt path that someone is walking on. We want it to be a kind of a caravan trade trail. So it needs to be wide enough that, wagons could go in either direction. So probably 7 to 15 blocks wide, somewhere in that range. I don't know I don't know what we will land on. But somewhere between 7 and 15 blocks wide. The copper doesn't really have any purpose yet. Maybe we'll leave it, but for now we're just kind of using as a way to age our copper. Oh, welcome in, Taco Alley. So hopefully that answers the question, Miles. If there's any more, feel free to pop them in chat. And if you check out our TikTok, you can find a cut down 30-minute world tour. And if you check our YouTube VOD channel, you can find the full 2-hour world tour. And even the 2-hour world tour, we still had to cut a lot of stuff from that. So the world is getting large. So back to gathering our stone for Haven's End. That project has been ongoing for a few years. Takes a lot of time to gather 500,000 stone to make 1,000,000 slabs, in addition to clearing out all the netherrack in the nether that we need to. Not all the netherrack, but clearing out 30 to 50 million blocks is a large endeavor. And we need a lot of blocks for the path to the library for Inkwood, so I need to start working on that so we can check that off our list. Because we need to start working on our path to Oasis City. Once we have that done, then we'll have all of our main story points framework. And then we can start taking requests of what to work on per stream. With the focus being on the story elements first. So Overmorrow will have a lot of things in it that aren't in our story, but give it more character. But we need to focus on the things that are in the story first. And we'll put that out later. Oh, that reminds me. We do have our world tour, but we need to chop that up into Overmorrow and Inkwood and little sub-projects. And release those as well. Thank you. So that's stone. Half an hour is the full world tour, but we want to chop that up into more bite-sized pieces so that we can also do little updates on test mod potentially. Is it Bedrock compatible? Yeah, I mean, you can Yeah, ping me on TikTok and see what I can do. Send me the details on it and we'll think about it. What did we use? We probably ran out of material. Too much material and ran out of inventory is what I meant to say. Okay. How much do we have biomass wise? Not a lot. Yeah, Juice World. Yeah, message me and let me know the details. I'll see if I can do that. Oops. Okay. Oh, right. We need to offload some material. What do we want to do? We want to keep the dirt with us. I think it's the granite we want to get rid of. What do we want to do with all of this? Okay. How are things going in general? Juice World, by the way. Hope the Tuesday is going well. Let's drop off stuff. Yeah. Let's put our stone here. Okay. What do we want to do with the dirt? Well, I guess we can put some in here. Oh. So is that the Minecraft handle, Juice World? Oh, and thank you for like. Appreciate it. All right, let's go back down. Okay. Yeah, try to remember that, but yeah, if you can ping me in the chat on TikTok, then I'll take a look. Wrong tool. And oh yeah, I won't be able to check out anything today, but I'll message me. I'll take a look at it and try to get to it sometime this week. Let's grab our stone before we do that. Let's go to our axe. So, what kind of mod is it, by the way? Okay. If these slimes are small enough, we can just let them bounce around. $28, so not bad. Mustang. a mutant mod? Oh, so is it like a themed changing the skins or something? Oh, we're level now. Okay, so we can actually start taking some of this down together. That's good. I do like the shadows. Yeah, I think if it were the shadows, reflections, and water, I don't think I would have had any critiques on vibrant videos. I don't know how much of their rendering pipeline requires that saturation for those other things to work. I know there's the plastic mod in the marketplace or data pack in the marketplace for textures. I don't have it turned on, but it's there, and I can see where that would be interesting. But as a general gameplay, okay one. Let's get to gravel. Maybe that means we're gonna get to the more water features over here too that we need to fill in. Okay, so let's grab the dirt. We are gonna have to grab some of this moss though. I don't want to moss mine everything. Might have to do a little bit more. Do we have any? We want the stone, but since we need a lot of it. I've never seen my menu all this time. Which menu? The Minecraft like title screen menu. Ah, yeah. I bring up inventory, but I don't bring up. Well, I tend not to bring up the gameplay menu unless it's pausing and I have to do something on my other screen, and then that brings up the game menu. But I try to keep as much of the behind the scenes stuff on a different PCs so that I don't have to pause Minecraft to do those kind of things. Like chat and whatnot, I keep up on another screen so I don't have to keep pausing Minecraft. But in the VODs, there definitely are a few times where I have to do something that requires using the gaming PC to do something on the other screen. So the gaming PC is just a workstation laptop, so it gets the job done, and the keyboard is just what's built in. I don't have an external keyboard on that PC. The streaming PC is also a 3-4-year-old laptop. So just using its built-in keyboard as well. Thank you for the share, Juice World. And then I have a trackball M570 on both laptops. And that lets me, I can have like a quick eye on chat on the gaming PC on the second screen. And then I can use the streaming PC to actually engage, and if I need to type something or look something up without interrupting the game on screen. And then if I need to share something, I don't know, Pinterest board or something, if I get to that point, having it on the streaming PC will make that easier. And eventually it would be nice to upgrade the streaming PC to something more dedicated, because when we launched OBS today, Stream Elements had a update. They're now supporting multi-stream within Stream Elements itself. And that alone probably wouldn't be enough to switch from Restream. But they also have the ability, at least in the change logs, to select audio per channel, or per platform. I think it was per platform. So that means I could keep using my Pretzel subscription and send that to Twitch, and then come up with some kind of placeholder for YouTube and TikTok. Which I think I can do something with Pretzel to have that work on YouTube, but I don't think they have a agreement with TikTok as far as I understand. So that's one of the reasons why I don't have music other than just Minecraft music playing in the background. This is where we need to go, so we need up. Celia. Okay. Okay. There we go. But probably been around before when I mentioned this, but just in case anyone else mentioned, curious. We haven't played Minecraft with a keyboard other than to type commands in probably 3 years. We used a combination of like voice sticks, controllers, Razer Tartarus, and now the Cyborg. Let's put that in there. Okay. Let's take out some of this stone and drop that off since we need more of that. Keep our spirit account supplied with that. Yeah, okay. Let's do... Oh, it's almost night anyway. All right, let's drop off our materials. I feel like I need a torch in here somewhere. Okay, so we don't have any diorite for that. Don't need all of that in here. I think 2 is probably good. We're thinking about using a lot of gravel to work on our froglight farm and make it below grade in Haven's End. But, we might still do that, but we'd have to pick a different spot because where we picked is over a lava lake. And I don't want to use that much gravel for something that could be a lot simpler. So we're either going to move it over a few blocks and so we can dig down, or be in roughly the same spot, but clear away the netherrack above it. With our froglet farm above that. We need to get some better keyring lighting. Well, our Lego build keyring lighting is a little far away. That worked. So, oh, maybe we'll do a little more moss mining, I guess. Or at least we'll grab some bone meal. See how much bone meal we have. 56 in bone meal. Okay. Well, our hoe is getting a little full. It's getting a little used. We need to repair it. Well, let's grab a gravel here. Oh, and our streamer in the other ear today is Joel Duggan again. Of the Citadel Cafe podcast, Thong Chunks podcast, and also playing on the Citadel over on Twitch. I recommend all of those. You can also find him on TikTok as well. It doesn't stream on TikTok, but does post clips. It's Joel Duggan, Uggan. All right. Here we go. Let's give our copper here. Yeah, it's just backing down. Let's fill that in so we don't do that again. Oh, welcome in, Uma, formerly G. Welcome back. Good to see you. Let's grab that. Okay. Yeah, put some of this back here. Okay. How's the Tuesday going? Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll just go back and forth. But be careful because I see dripstone here, which means there's a dripstone cave under us. And falling on some stalagmites would not be fun. Oh, well, thank you for hopping in. I'll see you again later, hopefully. Take care. this stone here. And maybe we'll just, if we just do this back and forth, and also as we get over there, that will get us to our goal. We'll chip away every day. What's our time? All right, so we got another 30 minutes, give or take. Let's take down our moss there. Grab our hoe. And let's cut through. How's that looking? Not bad. Get all this dirt up here. Go collect this. Okay. Oh, we're full in inventory? Yeah, we're full. Okay, so we don't need that slime, granite. We don't need that. Oh, thank you for the like and the follow, Mason Crowley. Appreciate it. How's the Tuesday going? And any Minecraft projects that you're working on? Let's moss mine a little bit more. Okay. I need to be careful here because I know sooner or later there's going to be something like this. Although this seems to be above the cave, so it doesn't look like we would fall on the stalactites, but better safe than sorry. Oh, and if anyone has any suggestions on Stardew Valley, Planet Crafter, Rimworlds, or Satisfactory, feel free to drop your preferences in the chat. And also maybe day of the week and time if you have a preference there as well for throwing those games into the mix. Right now we're planning on Mondays for Planet Crafter and Fridays for Rimworld, but we're flexible on that. We're going to do Minecraft every day while we're able to, and then we'll throw the other games in as we have time and as there's interest. I really like Planet Crafter so far. And Rimworld has a lot of things to learn in it, so I think it'd be a good one as well once I get the hang of some of the more in-depth mechanics. The thing that I like about Planet Crafter that I think would be nice in Rimworld would be having a peaceful option, similar to Minecraft, so that you can just focus on the building side of it and not so much the defense side. But if we can get our defenses up enough in Rimworld, then maybe that won't be such a problem. But yeah, Planet Crafter feels like a kind of a cross between that and Satisfactory. So it's 3D. I don't know that I would call it open world, but semi-open world. I mean, open world in the sense that you can walk around, but not open world like Minecraft where you're, phrase that. Open world, but not sandbox. So you can't completely change everything, even though you're building in it. But it is fairly open world in that there's no, there are goals, but not like a direct story. Oh, that's a deep hole. Okay. Oh, we'll be down there soon enough. So let's get rid of all of this. Okay. Oh, what can we put in here? Yeah, we don't need that. That. This is stuff we can drop off. Or biomass that we can drop off in our composter. And got some of this. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's good. We just cleared all the moss so that we can just avoid having to change so much. Let's not try to mine iron with a rocket. Okay. We need to come up with a name for this guy. He stole one of our moss and then found his way into that little alcove, and that protects him from the sun. So he's now going to stay there. Looks like one of our zombies spawned under the bridge, but they weren't able to get in here, which is good. Let's sleep. And drop off stuff in here. So we can drop off stone, stone, stone. And we can drop off the dye right here. Oh, put the dirt in here too. Okay. Let's go drop off our granite and then our copper. So yeah. Don't need that. Do we have any copper with us? No, just this. Okay. But not enough to really do much with, so we're just gonna plop it down there. When we have more, we'll do something with it. Let's head over to our surface composter. Drop off our biomass. Okay. So let's get everything down to 27. Looks to be our new goal. Why 27? Okay. Shovel and hoe here. Okay. Do do it this side. Let's get rid of our moss. Come back and get our stone. Make sure we get everything down to 27. Okay. Do this. Yeah, let's get this down so we don't have to come back here. Yeah, so that's deep slate there, so almost. And then once we get there, there's a big cavern under us, and then that'll save us some digging, and then we'll come up with a plan of getting that down to bedrock, which is only maybe another 20, 30 layers down. I mean, still a lot, but we're getting there. I kind of gravitate towards the framing and terraforming kind of projects. Does that go? Well, that doesn't go up all the way. Okay. All right. Well, let's take this out. We got another 10 or 15 minutes, so we'll do some there and back mining, and let's see, 10 minutes. Yeah, that'll probably be good, because then we can, since we need to mend our tool, we can grab up a bunch of stone and dirt and take that back with us. I need to bring some shulkers over here to take care of that. But once we get rid of this, that'll get us down to 27 evens. And that's a pretty good goal, because I think we started off, what, 29 or 30? So that'll get us consistent with our usual progress. And I think the stone will be the important one, so that we can get more work done. And welcome in, Son of Goku. I think welcome back. Seems familiar. How's the Tuesday going? Oh, thank you, Athena B, for the follow. Appreciate it. Did that appear on screen? Was there an alert for that? I see the notification in chat. Oh, thank you, Amelia James, for the follow. Appreciate it. How's it going? How's the Tuesday? Hey, Amelia, how's it going? Sorry if that alert didn't appear on the screen. I see it in chat, and there should be a little message on screen. Oh, and Nightbot is recommending some of our YouTube channels there. I need to fix that and add a description to that as well. I'm guessing that's probably our Lego channel. And Linktree will also have links to all of our social and online projects. So if you don't mind me asking Amelia and Athena, how did you come across this stream? Was it a Twitch recommendation? And there we go. Almost done here. A minute or so just to get this little piece here. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Yeah, I'll I'll check that out when the stream's over on Twitter. We have some stone here. Are we full? We are full. What do we want to get rid of? That stone, or is that... Wait, did it despawn? Okay. We are pretty good here. So we got... got everything down to 27Y, it looks like. Looks pretty clean. Yeah, looks pretty clean. So let's grab some of the copper. Let's do this. All right, so let's fill this up. Let's get a copper to the surface. Can we pick it up? Okay, good. Oh, but we can get rid of our andesite. Not gonna be here in our inventory anymore. So let's drop off some stuff and make our way back to Overmorrow so we can mend our tools. So let's put that there. What do we want to do actually? I guess we could fill this all up with stone and take it later and then just take dirt back since we need to terraform Overmorrow too. Then we could take this and then drop off a bunch of this stuff. Okay. All right, so let's put in some of that. We don't need that. Oh, but we can do this, right? Right. So we can put that in there, and we can take this and put this together a bunch of copper here. Fortunate. And okay. We'll drop off our moss, go pick up some dirt, and make our way back to Overmorrow. And I think tomorrow we're probably going to have to mine some, farm some sugarcane to get some paper. Probably going to have to get our AFK account to do some sitting at the gunpowder farm. Okay. Let's got to block there. Yeah. Okay. Put in some gravel in there. We don't need that right away. Where's our bed at? There it is. Okay, so now we have daylight. We're going to go to the other side. And drop off our biomass. We said. right, so that's pretty good there. Oh, we can take in some diorite and drop that over at the wall. Let's see what we got here. Oh, dirt. I'm excited about this. Okay. Yeah. We should have brought some shulkers with us, and I really don't want to. I don't know if we have any empty ones in our inner chest, but maybe we'll do that. Do that because we could do a little bit more if we had some empty shulkers here. We need to figure out where our shulker. Well, yeah, we need to figure out where our shulker farm is again. Should be one of the streams, but I forgot where it was. I don't think we have any extra ones in here. I mean, I guess we could do. I don't know if we need 4 would be okay. Okay. Did we pick up other stuff? Oh yeah, we picked up our filters. So we have to do this first. So that works there. Then we'll just do this. Right? And then we'll just fill one with dirt and one with. And then we'll just have to collect these later. If not, there will be jokers around the world for people to find. Silk touch. Okay. And let's put that away. Okay. So if we do that, that'll let us take a lot more of this dirt back. So let's drop this off. And maybe it'd be dirt and just a little bit of the diorite, and then we'll, yeah. So we won't make it just a diorite box, but we'll take whatever we need back, or what we can take with us back, in addition to the dirt. What else do we have? Oh, hey, the Blue Vigilante. How's it going? How's the Tuesday? Working on any Minecraft projects yourself? Oh, on TikTok, I think I've gotten flour once or twice. Did we put that in there? Okay. I'll go with yellow. Nice happy color. So one more. Okay. Oh wow. Thank you, the Blue Vigilante. Appreciate it for the like. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay. Okay. Not that one. But Very much appreciate the lightning. Thank you for the encouragement. Appreciate it. Yeah, we are trying to up our quality, so still doing some looking into is it Tick Affinity so we can add some commands and make things a little more engaging. Appreciate the follow as well. So I think that does pretty good. I don't want to go too far off. And Inkwood is relatively new, so we don't have as much in it as we do, say, like Overmorrow. Okay, so that's going to be good there. So collect that, grab a carrot, and then we're going to fly back to Overmorrow here in a second. All right, so it's a nice high view. Where's our road at? There it is. I'll probably say this a lot, but I like connecting the builds with the road, not just for the story, but it gives me a good anchor point for navigating which way I need to go. And then at night, we want to make the roads have lanterns or things, so it's easy to see at night as well. So we can have some in-world navigation. Village over there. Okay, we'll have to work that into our road here. How high can we go? Okay, so let's level off and let's see how far we can coast. This ought to get us pretty close to... Oh, well, glad you got your phone back, Graceland. And welcome in, by the way. How's it going? How's the Tuesday? Where is... There's Overmorrow. I think our dirt block is over here somewhere. Ooh, I like that. Really hard to see there, but that kind of shadow flying over the ground as we were flying by. Put that there and that there. And one of these had some diorite that we can move around on. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm hoping that's a good thing for you, Graceland. Let's put in our diorite here. Let's take the dirt with us. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is do a little dirting, terraforming here. Then we're going to call it a stream after we've gone through the dirt that we have on us. And that will get us a little bit of Inkwood done and a little bit of Overmorrow done. Yeah. Okay. Let's 3 wide. I think 3 wide's pretty good. We're trying to put dirt around the perimeter and then work our way in. So hopefully this works out pretty well. And keep an eye on stream too. So if it gets too dark on stream, please let me know. There's a subtle color difference in what I'm watching gaming PC versus what's going out to stream. by some color compression issues as well. Make sure it doesn't get too dark for anybody. So we got that. This. All right, so let's get rid of some of the stone here. And we'll fill in that spot. Go from there. So put some torch in there. Okay. Let's grab our dirt and let's start filling this in. How communicating? Is that a question for me? Minecraft update? I like the happy ghasts. Guess we don't need that really. And I like the water reflections and the shadow of the vibrant visuals. But the shader aspect of it is a miss for me. I can see the saturation being okay in some situations, but without being able to have we'll just call it signpost to indicate when that saturation should occur, then it's not good for me. And that is one thing, or like a more general shader kind of system, but then also call it signpost, whatever I'm trying to want to introduce to make it happen. But basically putting down a signpost that says, you know, this should have more fog, this should have less fog, so that rather than it applying everywhere, you can have builds that are more atmospheric. You can have more fog in some places, less fog in other. You can change the bloom like dynamically in game instead of for everything. I think something like that would really add a nice touch. So you'd have your default, you know, out of the box kind of shader, and then that would apply to everything. And if you never put down any signs, then that's what you get. But then you can use the signs to kind of override those settings. I think that would be nice. Let's put a torch back up here. I'm a fan of adding more sand to the box. How about you, Kaden? Have you got a chance to play on with the updates yet? Oh, and I'll add it as a PSA. Initially, when I had changed vibrant visuals to fancy and back, that fixed one of the like screen picture-in-picture issues that we have. But now it's been pretty consistent that every time we start Minecraft, we get this loading screen with like the percentage of loading. Then we get the title screen of like being able to click play, realms, whatnot, settings. But it's like a quarter of the screen, and the rest of the screen, the background, is the loading screen still there. So it's like a picture-in-picture kind of thing. And to get around, I guess not to get around it, to to get things back to normal, if we maximize the Minecraft window and then if we window it to a small section and then maximize it again, then that seems to go away. So if anyone else runs into that issue, like minimizing and maximizing the screen help, or at least it helps for setup. And in my case, we're on a dual monitor setup and playing Minecraft on our second monitor. I don't know if that is affecting it as well, but putting that out there in case it helps anybody. So I think that looks pretty good. How much dirt do we have on us? Oh, we still have a fair amount of dirt on us. Okay. Put some of this. Put some of that in there. Okay. This is gonna do its thing. All right, so let's try here. This will be good. Take this to water. Just clear this out and put our dirt down and let it get us a little bit longer stream today. Still some time. Grab our stone here. Oh, this is good too because this stone we can drop off by our portal so that we can send this to Haven's End. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Do we have somebody? We do. Another one. Oh, okay. Right here. There we go. Oh. I only have one aggro on him at a time. All right. Let's get this. So that's a good spot. So let's grab a carrot. Put this in. Put this in. Let's get rid of the sand here. That. Let's dirt things up. And there we go. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Then take another. Even Overmorrow. I don't know if we did an Overmorrow section like we do the Inkwood, which we forgot to do Inkwood again today. I think we have. Do we have an early screenshot? Probably need to get a. If we can find an early screenshot of when this was all desert, and then turn this over into something. Right, so I think that's pretty good. That's gonna do its thing. It's all grass over there, so yeah, we did pretty good. So let's do some more dirt over here. All right, so sand. Okay. We wanted to use the smooth, or not smooth, silk for the stone so that we have more to drop off our Haven's End. So we're being kind of careful there. So I'm going to put down some more torches here, but I think this will be good. Control. Oh, did we? Okay, good. There we go. So let's frame things up. Right. That up, this up. And yeah, let's do this backside. All right, that works. So let's do back and forth a few times here. Don't know that that will run through all of our dirt. How much do we have left? 4 stacks. like 5 stacks. Right. Gonna be close, probably. We have to do a little bit more. Oops. A little bit more digging because I don't think this will be quite enough to get it all done. I mean, I don't think we'll quite go through all of that. One and a half. Okay. So let's get rid of the sand. We'll get some of the sandstone. Last bit, okay. So that does that, okay. Get rid of the sand in here. That, okay. That's, okay. Oh, we have some sand in here though. Put that in. Okay. But we don't need that. We'll leave that around. Oh yeah, that was everything. Okay. What could be? Oh yeah, we were experimenting with that. Doing some of the warp fungus grass in here as well. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna drop this off. We'll do our well, not gonna do any tool mending on stream because we're in almost an hour and a half. Yeah, that works. right, so we're going to, is it this one? This one. But we need to sleep first. Oh, okay. This one? Yeah, okay. We're like 127.20. Yeah, we did some pretty good work there. There we go. There we go. So I think we're going to call it there. So yeah, thank you, Athena, Amelia, Kaden, Graceland, Blue Vigilante, Roma, Juice World, Miles, and I know there were some others that followed and shared. So appreciate everybody, and apologies for not writing all those down. But thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in to day 518. The journey begins. Sorry if the description is still showing 17. Should be updated. If you want to check out more of what we're doing, you can check us out on Linktree. That's linktr.ee/mindtripmedia. The links for that will be on the outro screen here in a second. That will have links to the TikTok, Twitch, our VODs over on YouTube, our mostly Lego build channel, Pinterest, Blue Sky, things of that nature, and any of the projects that we're working on. And so, yeah, if you like the storyback builds or our building games projects in general, you can feel free to check that out. If you really like it, feel free to share it out. And with that, we will see you tomorrow when the journey continues. We'll probably do a little maybe dirting around Overmorrow and then make our way back to Inkwood. But with that, thank you everyone for the support, and we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues.